Hello and welcome to my channel, Plutonian Priestess. If you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell button so you can get notified for all my new videos. If you've already been here, thank you so much for returning. Today we are doing another pick a card reading. We are asking, what are they thinking? So what's really going on inside their mind? So we have 5 groups for you to choose from. This is going to be group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. So go ahead and take a second to pick one of the 5 groups. Alright, and let's go ahead and get started with your reading. Alright, so group number 1. Let's see what we have for you. So first up, we have the number 35. We have intuition, self-involved, loss, conditioning, and then we have the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and the Tower. So what are they thinking right now? All right, group 1. So I feel like the person in this reading may be a life path 8 or born on an 8 date because we have the 35 card. But this person is someone who deep inside wants to have a happy home life and a happy marriage, and they want things to be going like relatively well for them. Or if this is not an inner desire, this may be something that they had at one time. So they may have been someone who, you know, was in a good relationship, may have had kids, may have had a good career going for them and everything like that, but they ended up running into some problems. And the reason that they're running into some problems is because they're having some issues with their heart. They're having some issues opening up their heart. So this person is very materialistic minded. They're always very focused on, they're the kind of person who very much thinks about, like, they're thinking about their material growth and how they can further themselves. And part of this is due to their childhood conditioning. So it is likely that this person didn't receive a lot of love in childhood. Maybe they have issues surrounding their mother or their father and the type of love that they received as a child and different things that happened to them. And this resulted in their heart chakra being very damaged and not functioning at a very balanced energy, and they are having trouble giving and receiving love. And because of that, their emotional relationships are going to sacrifice, but of course their finances are going to sacrifice as well. And so this person may be facing a period where everything feels like they're crumbling down, where everything feels like it's crumbling down on them. Because we have the Lost card and we have the Tower card, the reason everything is going so horribly for them right now, because this person is not in a good mind state right now, right? Like, they're not happy. Like, they may have had things going well in the past, or they may have this dream or ideal that they were trying to create for themselves, but due to the issues with not being able to really express their emotions, not working on their childhood wounds, not really working on properly giving and receiving love, this person could have been cruel and malicious in the past. You know, maybe they really were manipulative or weren't faithful in love in some kind of way. Well, now, or another thing that could have happened too with their finances is maybe they weren't gaining their money, you know, in a positive way or in an ethical manner. And now they're really facing the consequences of that, right? They're really facing the consequences of being so egotistical and really only caring about themselves and being so selfish. Because when you have your heart closed off, the only person you can really care about is yourself, right? Because you're not giving and receiving love in a proper way. You can't properly care for another person, and because of that, you can't have proper healthy relationships. Your relationships turn very toxic very quickly. And so this person is having karma and the universe step in. Remember, karma number 8. They're having the universe step in, and everything right now is crumbling down upon them. And so the reason that this is happening is because they really lack spiritual awareness, and they really lack that emotional empathy that they need. And the thing is that people don't realize is that regardless of how successful you may be, or regardless of how successful you may come, if you're not completely balanced, you don't have your spiritual principles intact, you're not functioning from an ethical and moral sense, and you're not balanced with your heart open and your energy is not aligned, so on and so forth. If you're really not living to your highest path, at the end of the day, everything will come crumbling down upon you. And so this person is really right now going through a karmic time in their life where they're having to realize that the way they've been living and the way they've been functioning is no longer serving them, and that they're being forced to change and wake up, right? Because the Tower comes in and it has the number 16, which is the very karmic number, and we have 2 4s here, which also makes an 8. So tons of karma going on around here right now. And the thing is with the Tower, it's the universe forcibly making those changes that you or that this person has disregarded and has denied to make or chosen not to make time and time again, despite the signs and the obvious, you know, opportunities that the universe was sending to them. They disregarded them, and so now the universe is stepping in and saying, okay, that's it. They're laying down the law, right? This person's at the point where they're realizing finally that things have to change. It doesn't mean that they are changing or that they're waking up to change, but they're at the point where everything feels like it's like blowing up in their face. And so if you're watching this, maybe this is a person that you were in a relationship with and you broke up with them, or you know, maybe this is a friendship that you were involved with. Maybe this is like a roommate situation. Maybe this is like a boss or a family member. You know, this could be anybody, but this person is definitely getting their karma right now, and I feel like emotionally they're really like having to go through it. And because of this process, they will get more in tune with their intuition and have to really wake that up. And that was the one thing that they were lacking before, right? Was like really getting in tune with their emotions and getting in tune with their intuitions. Because if your heart isn't vibrating where it needs to be, then you can't get in touch with that. If your emotional side isn't in touch, you can't get in touch with your psychic side as well. So, group 1, if you enjoyed this reading, give it a thumbs up, especially if you want to see some more pick a card readings. Also, leave me a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for my next video. Alright, group number 2. Chose a little egg. Let's see what we got. So, we have the 5 card, Inner Strength, Adventure, the Rebel, the Dream, and then we have the 3 of Wands reversed, the 8 of Swords, and the 10 of Cups. All right, so what is this person thinking? So first off, this person might be a life path 5 or born on a 5 day, because we have the 5 card. Overall, I feel like this person is really trying to get over their past failure. And because we have the 3 of Wands, it is likely that this failure has to do with something business or career related. This person maybe had a new endeavor or a new business, or maybe they applied for a new job, or maybe they quit their 9 to 5 and tried to start something new. Whatever it may have been, it didn't go very successfully for them, and because of that, they're really in this period of feeling bad. Because we have the 8 of Swords, they're really feeling like it's their own fault, like they really messed it up, like they really messed up, and this is resulting in them having a lot of anxiety, a lot of anguish, a lot of sorrow. And because the 3 of Wands is here, it really says that a lot of the failure was really due to just either external forces or just a lack of lack of judgment and a little bit too much carelessness due to just not thinking things out properly and really jumping into things too quick. This person could have a very, you know, fiery, energetic spirit who likes to jump into new things quickly, but for this person, it didn't work out for them very well, and now they're really facing this period where they're just feeling very down in the dumps and feeling very depressed and really just feeling really down on themselves and just kind of disappointed overall. And they may be trying to let go of what happened in the past and really move to creating a new future for themselves and instilling a new dream. And because we have the inner strength card, they're really working through trying to overcome that pain and overcome the loss that they went through. And this could be other loss too. It doesn't have to just be like career or financial loss. This could be emotional loss too. But they're really having to have the inner strength to overcome the past and what they went through. One of the things that they're trying to create for themselves is complete abundance. So they're someone who isn't only after material abundance, but they're really after emotional fulfillment as well. And that is something that they are trying to create for themselves. Because we have the 10 of Cups, they're trying to create a happy, peaceful, joyful life. So this is the epitome of happiness, right, in the tarot. And so they're really not trying to put a lot of like little stipulations on what their life needs to be. At the end of the day, they genuinely just want to be happy. And so right now, because they have been going through so much pain, they're really just trying to find that happiness again. And so one of the things that they may be doing right now is trying to include more adventure and more travel into their life, because we have 5 is about travel and adventure. So this person could be traveling right now. They could be looking to expand, expand themselves and maybe move from where they're living. And part of them has this rebellious side to them. They're someone who doesn't really like to fit the status quo, and that could be why they have like this entrepreneurial desire and why they took their career failure or whatever they're working on not going so well. That's why they took it so hard and so personally, is because this person is someone who really wants to stand out of the crowd. They really don't want to be someone who has to be traditional. They don't want to be someone who has to work that boring desk job. They don't want to be someone who has to fit into the confines that society wants to put people in. They really want to live their dream life. And part of their dream that they're trying to create does involve family and emotional happiness. And part of the reason why they desire that stability so much is because they want to be able to have security for the family that they would like to create. And so right now this person is really focusing on trying to let go of the past, re-heal themselves, and reincorporate some fun into their life so they can really bring that dream life that they actually desire into manifestation. And so this is someone who is probably having to do some work on self-value, really work on what it is they actually want in their life, and really taking the time to learn from their mistakes and really learn that all failure is not actual failure, because with all failure there is growth, and growth is necessary for us to achieve ultimate success. Nothing that is ever happening to you is really against your highest good, because the divine is always working in your favor. And so I feel like this person is really going to have to learn how to work with that. And then once they do so, they will be able to create that dream life. And so right now they're really thinking about how to get over this loss, get over their sorrow, and then they will be able to move on with the rest of their life. And so group number 2, if you like this reading, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for my next video. All right, group number 3. See what we got. So we have 26, sorrow, projections, and then we have the Prince of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the Hermit reversed. All right, group number 3. So first off, this person might be a life path 8 or born on an 8 day, because we have the 26, which is an 8 in numerology. This person is someone who is probably used to getting their way. They're probably charismatic, charming. They probably are very energetic. They may be a fire sign. And they are someone though who is a little rash. They tend to be hasty, to really rush into things. Maybe they don't always think about the consequences of their actions. But I feel like this person is overall someone who really lacks emotional maturity. And they're someone who is finally reaching a point of waking up due to the pain that they're feeling. So right now they may be going through a loss or really deep depression, or just like a period of really feeling down. Because we have the Sorrow card and we have the Nine of Swords, they're someone who is probably really emotionally going through it right now. They may be having a hard time sleeping, having nightmares, having bad dreams, but they're really feeling like the loss that they're going through is their fault, and like they can't really get over it. It feels like a loss that they don't know how to let go of or really grieve properly and end. And the problem that they're having is that they really lack spiritual awareness and really lack inner guidance, and they really need to learn how to properly feel their emotions and really emotionally mature to be able to let go and function at a high level. And because we have the Projections card and the Hermit reverse, they're probably someone who isn't very good at really taking responsibility. They're probably someone who has a hard time with their ego, and they tend to really put on facades with people, and really, like, you know, if you're like getting in a fight with them and something, like they turn everything around on you. Everything that they're saying is actually things that represent them because they're projections, or they represent inner healing that they have to do. And so right now they may be facing those projections that they have been dealing with and really getting to the root cause of why they are acting this way. And I feel like right now is really a time where they're feeling just really lost and probably really alone. They may be someone who definitely feels like they lost their fire, lost their energy, and lost their oomph. And they're definitely someone who is feeling very alone right now, because I have the Hermit card. It is always about solitude and reflection. And so I feel like this person is really just needing to release the past and release a lot of the things that they're going through, and that is really where their thoughts are and where their mind is at this time. So if you like this reading, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and leave me a comment down below if it resonated or if it did not. Also hit that subscribe button if you aren't subscribed, and I'll see you next time for my next video. All right, group number 4. Let's see what we got. We have 36, which is a 9, trust, moment to moment. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the World. So this person may be a life path 9 or born on a 9 day, because we have the 36 card. But I feel like this person is someone who is really focused on attainment in their life, right? So we have the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles is really someone who has a business spirit, an entrepreneurial spirit. They're really educated, they're employment minded, they're also very energetic and lively, but they're someone who's trying to create, right? So they're the creators. So they're also trying to create something of themselves, and they're trying to create something in this world. And so this person is someone who is really going after success and attainment and achievement. And because we have the 6 of Wands, they're someone who might be receiving that attainment at this time, or beginning to receive that attainment. And so right now they may be receiving recognition, praise, you know, acknowledgement for the hard work that they have been putting in. So right now, because they're in this period of success and they're really feeling like they're finally getting some recognition, and, you know, maybe the ideas or the businesses or the creative projects they were working on are finally coming to fruition and finally getting some praise, and, you know, maybe they're making some money off of it finally. And so this person right now is really focused on expanding themselves, and they're really, you know, living in the moment. Because we have the moment to moment card and we have the trust card, they're really listening to their intuition. They're really trying to listen to the universe, and they're really trying to just go with the flow to really continue the path that they're on and really continue expanding themselves. And because we have the World card here, this is a person who's really on the path to success. And so that is likely where their thoughts are right now. They're not probably thinking about much else. They're probably really focused on, you know, working on expanding themselves and working on really bringing it to life what they have been working on for so long. And because this is really, they're on this really positive trajectory, I really feel like this person will continue to see success. And because we have the World here, opportunity is really going to be endless for them. And because they're having this attitude of, you know, trust and really living in the moment, things are working really well for them because the opportunity is really able to bring them blessings that they wouldn't have been able to otherwise if they weren't being so open to them. And so overall, I feel like this person is really just focusing on what is bringing them joy and happiness and success right now. I feel like that's really where their thoughts are focused. So group 4, if you like this reading and you want to see more pick a cards from me, go ahead and give this reading a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if it resonated or if it did not, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for my next video. All right, group number 5. Let's see what we got. We have 16, Father Time, Balance, Isolation, Completion, and then we have the Devil reversed, 6 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. Group number 5. So this person that you're thinking of, they are really right now going through a transformation, I feel like. So this person could be a life path 7 or born on a 7 day. They could also be born on the 16th, which of course is the 7 day. But they are right now going through a karmic period of reflection. So this is probably someone who has really been through some trials and tribulations in their life. They've probably been hurt in the past, and they have made the choice to really let go from the hurts and the resentment and the bitter anger, and really let go of their material side and really take a step towards healing and self-reflection and their spirituality. And the reason I say that is because we have the Devil reverse, but significantly this person is more so than anything really trying to move on from their past. So right now this person is someone who is trying to get away from the past and really let go of the things that they have been through and that they have been going through. And we have the 6 of Swords here, and that's what tells me that they're really in a period of trying to move on and really move forward in their life and really look to calmer waters. And with the 9 of Pentacles, there's someone who's going after abundance. And even though they have chosen to take a more spiritual approach to their life, the reason they have done that is because they realize that they need self-healing work in order to reach the material goals that they need. And so this person right now is really focusing on letting go and working on really creating a future for themselves. And so this person is worried about the abundance of the future right now. The thing is though that this person may be really going through a period where they are feeling very alone, and they may be on a path of being very alone right now. And the reason I say that is because the 9 of Pentacles, even though it is a card of abundance and happiness and really having all of the things that you desire, it is a card that speaks of not really being understood, kind of feeling like you don't fit in with others. Other people could be very intimidated by you, kind of like you found all this success, but now it's kind of like just yours alone and you don't have really anyone to share it with. And so this person is really going through a time where they're trying to figure out who they are and what they want. I feel like maybe in the past they were living really out of self-defeating habits, living out old wounds, and they really made the choice to really let go and transform their life. And because we have the completion card, I really think that this is part of them trying to complete and understand their identity and really close the chapter on the past. And because also we have the isolation card. Part of their karma right now is really spending time alone and really being in solitude right now. And so part of their karmic lesson right now is to really learn how to take care of themselves and heal themselves. And this person is really trying to learn how to incorporate more balance into their life. And so this person could have been someone who maybe in the past was very codependent, or maybe always was pushing other people away and always trying to be on their own. If they are someone who has a problem with pushing people away, and maybe you are someone who's ran into their emotional walls, they may be chasing this material abundance, but later they will find that it doesn't fulfill them all the way. And so right now, because we have the Father Time card, this is really, they're really just focused on, you know, letting go of the past, just focusing on the future, and really implanting those like long, hard efforts, right? I feel like overall this person isn't necessarily very relationship minded right now. I think this person is pretty internal focused. I really feel like right now is a period about them and healing themselves internally. And I feel like that's entirely what they're kind of working towards. And the reason they want to focus so much internally is because they're really trying to set the foundation for that future for themselves. So Group 5, if you like this reading and it resonated with you, go ahead and leave a comment down below. If you want to see more big card readings, give me a thumbs up. If you aren't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time for my next video.
Don't make me sad, don't make me cry. Sometimes love is not enough and the road gets tough. I don't know why. Keep making me laugh. Let's go get high.